Hey everyone, Hobo4Craft, aka MrHobo here, and this is going to be the second game in the series of the show match between Boxer and FruitDealer. I just got crashed on my StarCraft 2. I just started this game and then it crashed, and so that was kind of a buzzkill, but I'm going to try to bring the excitement. But yeah, just in case you haven't seen the first game, go watch that one. I'll try to leave a link over here if I don't forget. Um, because it is part of a series, like I said, don't want to give anything away. And we did see, in fact, if you guys are still sticking around, even though you haven't seen the first game, I'm going to spoil it. We did see FruitDealer take a nice win. Boxer tried to go for that early bunker push right next to the Expo, which can be very nasty, but FruitDealer reacted very well, was able to take it out, and he took a solid win. And Boxer is going to be on the disadvantage. Obviously, he has to come back and win 2 times in a row. This is a best out of 3, I do believe, so this is going to be tricky for Boxer to pull off, but it is obviously on Metalopolis. And Boxer, in case you guys don't know, is the blue Terran. We got FruitDealer as the red Zerg, both very solid players. And if you guys have watched me cast Boxer before, slight fanboy over his impressive StarCraft 1 Brood War resume. And FruitDealer has just been, ever since he won GSL, he has just been a very well-known Zerg name in StarCraft 2 and has really been proving himself. But we do have somewhat of a proxy barracks going down. If FruitDealer were to scout this and come up here, I would definitely be weirded out, would be looking around for that barracks or any tech building. So we could see some fast Reapers come out. We do have this refinery going down. It actually would be relatively slow, but Reapers, ever since that buff, have not been coming out as fast as normal because they just can't. They need a supply depot, and they need, I think that's all they need is a supply depot, and they need a factory to get nitro packs. So yeah, that's definitely a pain for Terrans. But as a Zerg, hey, I'm happy with it. But we did see, I think, a 14 hatch and then a 14 pool to follow go down. Oh no, we have a bunker. Could Boxer be going in for a bunker in? It looks like that is what's going to be happening. And it looks like these drones can't even get to the SCV. Oh, this is going to be such a pain. Here comes the first Marine. So he's going to be able to finish this and then get a Marine in. And this is just going to be so hazardous. Splitting these two bases apart, there's no way he can get over here to defend. And that's just a terrible thing. What he's going to have to do is he's going to have to throw down a creep tumor as soon as his queen finishes. And then he'll make, oh, he's very wisely canceling that right there. So that's a good play already by Boxer. Now he has made his opponent cancel his hatchery, but oh, is FruitDealer going to expand over here? That would be such a good play. Looks like he's backing out, actually. I guess he will not be. He's scouting. But what he's going to have to do is throw down a creep tumor right here, make a spine crawler, and then move it over so they will be able to take it out. It looks like he actually salvaged one of these bunkers. It looks like, ooh, 2 Zerglings are going to go down. But that is the price you have to pay if you want to go to be able to scout the box of the base of Boxer, not the box of Baser. But it looks like we're getting an Expo going down even. So it looks like the Terran will have his Expo before the Zerg. Hardly ever, if not never. Does that make sense? You see that happen. But oh, maybe I stand corrected. Yes, I sit corrected here in my computer chair as FruitDealer did take the gold, but he actually took the one closer in between their two bases. So in this way, I do think he will be able to gain map control more easily. That would allow him to spread creep out in all these 3 places if he gets a couple queens, which I think would be a really good idea. That would be a really nice way to take map control, be very offensive all throughout the game. Looks like we did get a Roach Warren from FruitDealer here, actually, and now he's going to be taking out this burrow easily. Without much time wasted. Oh, 1 drone does go down. That's very nice micromanagement on that bunker. Will these Marines go down? I don't know if roaches are faster than them. They do have that range 4 now. Oh, a simple misclick. And they both go down. I think he could have saved the lives of both of them, actually. Oh, but it looks like these roaches might intercept this Hellion, and they do. It will not be able to do any sort of damage, but it will come to scout this Expo right away. And it looks like now that FruitDealer has these units and he's not really in any threat of being attacked right now, it looks like he might as well just come and scout. And the thing about this is it's basically just a really aggressive scout. Even if it does fail, he can just walk away. But if it does work as a push, then he has nothing lost except those two Zerglings, but they don't really count. Oh, and this Marauder is out, and it's doing a lot of damage to these roaches. Marauders, of course, do a ton of damage to roaches. It looks like two of these drones were picked off in the meantime. Very nice micro with this Hellion. Boxer has definitely been making use of it. Making it very effective and very cost effective as well. We could see a scout go up. Yep, he's going to be scouting it. See how saturated this is. He knows a queen's there, so he's not going to go sacrifice his Hellion in there. Very nice, very cognizant of Boxer, very aware. Nice use of that Hellion, because Hellions are so fast and such great scout units. Looks like we've got both gases up. And FruitDealer only recently has resaturated this gas, so it's going to be a little while before he techs. He could tech right away right now, but I think he's just going to wait to get more roaches out. If I were him, I also would be getting more queens out. Yep, it looks like that's what we're doing. Queens are great for transfusing. They're great for spreading creep, getting map control. Defending, of course, they are a defensive unit. And, of course, getting rid of those banshees or Vikings that may come out early to harass. So that's just definitely, you can never go wrong with making a bunch of queens. We actually saw Damaga do that in a BlizzCon game. Oh, and speaking of banshees, we do have one banshee out right now for Boxer. It looks like the queen got the first hit, so it might be able to kill the banshee, but it looks like it's going to back away and wait for the help of his other queen friend. Oh, and the banshee did not take out this queen. What a blunder, and it does go down. Shatters into pieces and rolls down the hill. Oh, poor Boxer didn't even get to take out that queen. That banshee did not take one drone out, and it looks like FruitDealer has safely taken his expansion, his second expansion, I should say, and still doesn't really have that much gas. I would like to see him get more gas, especially with this high yield. He'll be very high on minerals, it looks like. Oh, but it looks like we've got a bunch of Zerglings coming in. Looks like they will be taking out a good amount of Marines, and these roaches are just going to be obliterated by all these tanks and Marauders and a Banshee, but it looks like they did take out one tank. I think in the end, Boxer definitely came out on top, but FruitDealer does have a lot of money just to throw around. I would like to see him connect his bases and be a little more active with creep tumors, but he's a little bit more worried about what's going on up front over here. It looks like he's saturating this expo now, and I guess what he's wanting to do right now is just to make Boxer feel under the impression that he's under a lot of pressure. So in this way, he doesn't scout out, he doesn't go to harass or anything. In this way, he can, FruitDealer, excuse me, can pump out the number of drones that we have been seeing lately comfortably without worry of being attacked. And it looks like he is just getting a bunch of Zerglings at this point. To be honest, I think it would be really risky. I think FruitDealer would have a lot of trouble at this point defending with just all these Zerglings, because tanks rip through Zerglings, and a good amount of Marines and Marauders do as well, especially Banshees, because, well, they're Banshees, and Banshees are just Hoss, and Zerglings obviously can't attack them. But we are getting a good amount of gas coming up, only 3, but that is the ideal amount for Hydralisks. At this point, I would go for 4, just because he now is taking his 4th expansion, and he'll be able to pump a lot of them out. Oh my gosh, so many expansions. FruitDealer is just being, he is showing macro habits similar to that of Hydra. When he is left alone, he is just going to expand and expand and expand. But I think Hydra is a little more passive than FruitDealer, as FruitDealer likes to be a little more aggressive, and that's something I like about FruitDealer, because I have a very aggressive player as well. But it looks like one queen is going to be taken down. Couldn't there be a second? It looks like there will be, and this is why you need to connect your bases with creep, so that you will be able to make it there in no time and be able to run away with your queens. And it looks like just now we're getting Hydralisks being pumped out. We could see one of these Banshees go down, but it looks like no. Oh, one Hydra almost picked off, but it looks like it will live to throw a spine another day. So now we just have FruitDealer pumping out Hydralisks. I think he's just going to commit to that. Circling Hydralisk can be pretty effective. I would like to see some Banelings to clean up that Marauder, that little bio ball of Marauders and Marines right away. It looks like, oh, a Hellion could be scouting this, but this is not saturated at all, so there's no worries. And this Hellion has lived all throughout the game, I do believe, so that's really nice play, just keeping one unit alive all game and being able to make it useful. That's some people like to just throw units haphazardly all over the place just because, oh, I'll just make another 50 Zerglings. But really, everyone does count. Every little Zergling counts, you guys, so keep that in mind. But wow, look at all of these buildings we have pumping out units with reactors. We have 3 buildings with reactors, double pumping those Marines. We're getting Marauders. Maybe not. We got a lot of Marines, and we even have 2 Thors out on the map. It actually doesn't look as good for FruitDealer as it probably should at this point. He just has a ton of these Zerglings, and none of them are even Banelings. We have these Banshees being used very nicely to take out a bunch of these creep tumors. Very, very good idea. So annoying as a Zerg to have to replant those, and this takes away a lot of the map control, of course, because Hydralisks are quite annoying to move off of creep, very slow, and because of that, stimmed units can catch up with them very quickly, especially units that do extra to light, like Hellions. You don't want to be outran by them. That's why it's really important for Zerg, especially when you're going this unit composition, to get a bunch of creep tumors out. And he is in fact committing hard to roaches as well. He does want to be able to take out all of that